So welcome back to my YouTube channel on Engineering Frolic. So in this video we will be discussing knapsack problem in analysis of algorithm. So we'll be solving this sum with the greedy approach. So in the previous video I have explained the theory part of this problem. Here is the video, that is knapsack problem greedy method with solve example, in which I have explained the complete theory part and I have explained one problem based on it. So considering that problem, will be implementing the coding part of same. So here is the C program for the knapsack problem. So before going further, I will first explain the code. I will first show you the output of the program. So after compiling, so here is the output. First it will show enter the number of objects, so we have to give the input number of object. So in my problem it is 7. Then we have to enter weights and profit of each objects, like this 7 objects, so 7 weight and corresponding profit. And after that we have to enter the capacity of knapsack, that is I have entered here 15. Then output will be given like this. The resultant vector is, the resultant vector shows the portion of that object we have considered, like this. 1.0 denotes we have completely filled the object, and this 0.66 means we have filled 0.66 part of that objects. So in this way, and at last we'll get this maximum profit. So maximum profit we gained is 55.33. So in this way whole program will go. So now I will show you the program. So here is the program. So first of all we have included the header file, that is std include stdio.h, that is standard input output.h. So now we'll be starting from main function. So here is the main function, int main. So I have initialized two arrays, that is weight for storing the weights of the object, and given here the capacity as 20, and profit array for storing the profit of a particular object, and capacity variable. So this will all will be floating point, as weight can be a floating point number and also profit can be floating point. So I've also initialized the integer variable num I and j. The use of this variable I will be discussing in some time. So after that we have initialized floating point number, that is array, that is ratio, for storing the ratio, that is profit is to weight ratio, and given here the maximum size is 20, and also a temporary variable for swapping purpose. So first of all we will take here the number of objects. So here is the code for that. Printf enter the number of objects. So scanf %d percentage num. So in this num variable, that is of integer type, here it is integer type, we will be storing the number of objects. In this case we have 7 objects, so here it is 7 objects. So after that we will be entering the weights and profit of each object. For storing the weight and profit of each objects, we will be using here for loop, because we have many objects and we have to repeat the same task multiple times. So we will be using the for loop. So I have initialized the for loop with 0 and I less than num and I plus plus. As I have initialized with it with 0, we will be writing here it is as I less than num and not I less than equal to num, right? So I will be storing this weight and profit of each objects in respect to arrays, that is weight array and profit array, like this. So after completing this we'll be taking the capacity of knapsack. So in this our problem, the capacity of knapsack is 15, right? So maximum capacity of knapsack is 15. So after that uh, we'll be finding the profit is to weight ratio of each object. So for that I have used for loop, right? Because I have to repeat this line of code multiple times, so I will be using for loop. For I equal to 0, I less than num I plus plus, so ratio of I equal to profit of I divided by weight of I, right? So in this way we'll be calculating the ratio of profit is to weight. So after that will be sorting the uh, will be sorting the object in decreasing order of their ratio, because as we know that in knapsack problem we have to maximize the profit. So for that we have to arrange this all object in descending order of their profit. So for this line of code is used for swapping purpose. So if for I equal to 0 up to I less than num and I plus plus, this is outer for loop, and inner for loop is for j equal to I plus 1, j less than num, j plus plus. And if ratio of I is less than ratio of j, then we have to swap this. So we have taken here temporary variable in which we will be storing the ratio of j, and will be replacing ratio of j with ratio of I, and finally ratio of I with temp. So this is the code for swapping purpose. So in this way we have to also swap the weight of corresponding objects and also profit of corresponding object in this way. So this whole code is for swapping purpose, right? So I hope you are clear up to this point of code. So after that we have to call this knapsack function, that is knapsack num. Here num value is 7, weight, right? The weight denotes the weight array in which in weight array we have stored all the weights of the objects, and corresponding profit array, and we have to also pass the capacity of knapsack, that is 15, right? So this will be calling this function in main function, and we will write the definition of this function here outside the main function, that is void knapsack. Here num int num, na value is 7. Here I will be writing here n value equal to 7 in this case because we have 7 objects. Then here float weight, that is array, right? And float profit, it is also an array, and float capacity. So in this case capacity capacity is equal to 15, that is capacity of knapsack. So we'll be initializing this uh, x vector, x array of floating point for storing the vectors like this. The resultant vector is 1 1 1. So this basically denote that how many portion of that, what portion of that object we have taken. One denotes, if you have one, then it denotes that we have inserted complete object. And if here 0.66, it denote that we have uh, inserted 2 by 3, that is 0.66 portion of that object. So for storing this we have initialized this x array, and given here the maximum size as 20, and we have also initialized this tp floating point variable equal to 0. This tp denotes total profit. I will write it in comment. TP denotes total profit, right? Total profit, that is maximum profit. So also I have initialized int I, j and u as variables. So in this u we will be storing this capacity, that is 15, right? So then we will be running this for loop. So initially all the this xi array will be equalized to 0. This all the resultant vector, the xi, will be initialized to 0. So these all values will be initially 0, right? So now again for loop. So for I equal to 0, for I less than n, I plus plus, if weight of I is greater than u. So if we have crossed the capacity of that knapsack, so it will break, right? If we have knapsack is completely filled, then we cannot insert any other object in the knapsack. so we'll be writing here break. So break will take the control in outside the for loop, right? So it will go directly here, right? If break statement is executed, we'll be directly uh, jump into this line of code. And if condition becomes false, means weight of I is not greater than capacity, so we can fill the object. So how can we fill the objects? So for this we have this line of code. So we will be initializing this xi equal to 1.0, means we will be inserting the complete object, that is 1.0, and will be total profit equal to tp plus profit of I. So tp is initialized to, initially it is 0, so 0 plus profit of I, and u will be u minus w of I. This in the will be keep on updating this u on every iteration. So in first iteration, that is u equal to u minus weight of I. So after sorting, uh, the object will be look like this. So that is here the profit is to like this. So this xi will be initialized to 1, and total profit equal to tp plus profit of I, that is 0 plus 6 equal to 6, right? So in the first iteration tp is initialized to 6 and u equal to u minus w of I. So initially u was 15, so it will become 15 minus u of I, means weight of I, that is first object, that is 1. So remaining capacity will be 14, like this. So this chart is arranged in decreasing order of their profit is to weight ratio, right? So like this. So for when I equal to 0, so x of 0, that is this object is equal to 1.0. When I equal to 1, that is I plus plus, so it will check is weight of I that is greater than u. So if not, then x of 1 equal to 1.0. So this object will be inserted completely, that is xi denotes 1, that means we have completely filled the object. So in this way total profit equal to profit of I plus tp. So tp value is 6, and here we have adding the next object's profit, that is 10, that is 10 plus 6 equal to 16. In this way this else loop will execute, and again u equal to u minus w of I. So after updating u equal to 14 and 14 minus weight of I, that is 2. So in the next iteration it will be 14 minus 2 equal to 12. So in this way now remaining capacity of u knapsack equal to 12. In this way this for loop will run, right? So after uh, so at some point of time this weight of I will be greater than u, right? So will so then break statement will be executed and we will be reached at this line of code. So it will check if I is less than n. So xi equal to u divided by weight of I. I have written here this line of code, that is second object. Here the capacity of second object, weight of this object is 3, and remaining capacity at the end will be 2. So it will be xi equal to 2 by 3. So we have written here same, that is xi equal to remaining capacity divided by weight of that object, that is 3. So it will be xi equal to 2 by 3. So here xi will be 2 by 3 in this way, right? So now total profit will be as the 2 by third portion of that object is taken. So profit will be same as profit will also be divided, and it will be uh, profit into xi, that is 2 by 3. So profit will be also multiplied by that factor, that is 2 by 3, means what, 2 by 3 of that profit will be considered, right? In this way. So now resultant vector is for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, printf percentage f backslash t, that is for giving space, and xi, so resultant vector. This vector will be printed like this vector will be printed. This vector is basically showing that is first object is completely filled. Here in the chart I have showed that first object is completely filled. Now second object is also completely filled, that is second object is also completely filled. In the same way third, fourth, fifth, up to fifth object, the it is completely filled, that is first, second, third, fourth and fifth. And sixth object we have inserted only 0.66 portion, so I have written this 2 by 3. And last portion, last object we have not inserted it, so it will be 0. So last object will not be inserted because up to that point the knapsack will be already filled, so we will be not inserting that object into the bag, so it will be 0, right, in this way. So now we have to calculate the maximum profit, so we'll be adding the profit of those objects which are filled in the knapsack, that is we have to add only this profit, that is 6 plus 10 plus 18 plus 15 plus 3 and plus 5 into 2 by 3, because we have inserted only 2 by 3 of this weight, right. So profit will be 5 into 2 by 3. So maximum profit will be printed, that is printf backslash n for new line, and maximum profit is percentage f, right, and tp denotes the total profit. So up to this point of line code we will be getting the total profit of the respective objects, and here we will be printing the same, right. So